Okay, good morning. Woo! Hi, we are live. Hi, I'm Jane. This is the PB&J Influence. I am coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Although, if you've ever watched this before, you will see that this background is completely different. I probably sound pretty echoey in here. This is the background of my soon-to-be new home with absolutely nothing in it. And furthermore, I got started a little early today because there may be some worker bees showing up, and I may have to jump up and let these people in. And if we do, we do. That's just how it goes. Anyway, here we are. I do this Monday through Friday at 8:18 Central Standard Time. And what are we doing? What are we doing? Well, first, I'm going to tell you that it is 73 degrees. And it is going to go up to about 91 degrees today. And there is a slight chance of rain. And it looks like there's going to be more rain coming in tomorrow. I don't really know because I don't watch the news. So I have no idea what's really going on. But anyway, so there, I did that, right? I got the weather out of the way, done with that. And what's going to happen here is that I'm going to read a question out of this book. One question a day. It's a 5-year journal. You can actually buy it. It's only got 1 year's worth of questions in it, but then they tell you to go through it for 5 years straight and re-answer the questions each year and then compare all your answers to see how you've changed over time, or, just what has transpired with the exact same topics. So anyway, some of the questions are super good and some of them are kind of lame-o, but we just try to make the best out of it. And it gives you the opportunity to, tap in, get to know me a little bit. And why does that matter? Because, I am in the process of branding myself, and it actually does matter. You're getting to know me. I'm getting to know you before I launch all my products. And the other thing is, we don't always spend a whole lot of time thinking about in-depth things. And honestly, some of these questions really aren't in-depth. I try to drive them a little deeper. Hey, good morning, William. How are you? How's it going? Yeah, I was just saying, William, he's asking me if this is a new apartment because he's seen this show before. He knows this is not the same background, right? Yeah, this is my new place, William. We can't really move in until we're ripping out these floors. And we're ripping out the countertops and the backsplash and putting in some new stuff and got to get a bunch of furniture. But yeah, this is going to be my new crib. And right now I'm like right in front of the window in the living room. This old helmet. Hello. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, and back there, see right back there, that's a guest room. That right there is the front door. There's a whole string of windows over here on the side. That's obviously the kitchen. There's the stairs. Fascinating, right? It's actually pretty bitchin' awesome. Okay, so here's what we're doing. I'm going to ask a question. I have not read the question. I'm just going to answer it or talk about it as best as I can and maybe get you all to engage a little bit. So here we go. Are you ready? And I probably need to put my glasses on. It's October 3rd? Yes, it's October 3rd. So here we go. And I always do this right before I read this question. I always think of something that I've got to tell you all. I do have to tell you a little commercial that, hey, I am doing a 30-day boot camp that is designed to help me gain free traffic. And, I do a little bit of internet marketing. So it's a really good idea to have, some traffic flowing so you can get some leads, so you can get some sales and all that kind of stuff. But in the process of this 30-day, it's basically a challenge. A boot camp is to get me to produce a piece of content every single day and put it out there. So where I'm starting with is on a site called medium.com. And apparently I read articles about anything, kind of like a newspaper, I guess, except a good newspaper or a magazine maybe, And so far I have published 2 articles on there, and I invite you to go there and check it out. I think I'm there as JP Bridgeman. Otherwise, how would you even know how to find my article, right? All right, so I'll do better than that tomorrow, right? I'll have the actual information so that you can check it out. And here is the question of the day. Oh yeah, I am just so excited to see how I can use my brain and my heart. This is making a huge assumption. What advice would I like to share? I wasn't feeling like I had advice that I needed to share with y'all. Excuse me, I'm eating a protein bar this morning so I don't pass out. What advice would I like to share? What advice would you like to share? Are you one of those people that has just like tons of advice for everybody? That's a question right there in and of itself. Like, what kind of personality are you? Sorry about this, you guys. It's really chewy. It's a Go macro bar. These things are super sticky. So some people love to hear their voice, have tons of good ideas. Sometimes they have tons of not so good ideas, but they just feel compelled to share them with people. We're like, what are you? What do you like? Okay. William, you're very funny. William has really good advice. Don't go out in the rain without an umbrella. Why? Because you might get wet. That's personal preference, right? Actually, I love going out in the rain without an umbrella. Unless I just did my hair. And if my hair needs to look nice when I'm going somewhere, then in fact, I want to have an umbrella. Otherwise, I am all about just being out there in the rain and letting it soak me. There might be somebody at my door. Oh, well, we'll see. Anyway, so what advice would I like to give? As it turns out, I am a person that does like to give advice, but mostly when somebody asks me. I like helping people. I like helping people sift out their thoughts. Although I have found that I'm not always right. Right? So now as I've gotten older, I really hesitate to give people my advice because, and here is why, and here's the thing. I've got a friend who gives me tons of advice, like over the top advice, which is awesome because it eliminates every question that I might have about something, and it gives me information on how to do or go or maneuver through any situation that I might be going to do. However, what I have figured out is actually, if I give you advice, it's based on my experience with a certain situation and maybe a certain set of people or a person or a business or even like a movie or a place to buy clothes or, a lot of things, right? Anything I give you advice on, anything I give you advice on comes specifically from my personal experience in life. That has nothing to do with your experience in life and how you are going to perceive things and how you're going to interact with maybe the same people that I interacted with. Let's say I had a bad experience with somebody at a business. You may have a phenomenal experience. However, if I give you my advice and tell you, oh, watch out if you go to that place because thus and such lady that works there is really blah, 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 and nasty, and you're going to have this kind of experience, then you go to that place with a preconceived notion and an energy that you come up with to that place of expecting to have the same experience that I had. That's not fair. So I actually am very, very careful about giving people advice because I have no way of knowing how your energy, your way about you, your thought patterns, everything, your desires, your outcome for what the situation of whatever you're going into. I have no idea how you are going to interact with that situation that I have just given you advice about. Even if you were one of my children, and I think I know you super, super well, my experience is so not my child's experience. And so I'm really hesitant to color or put a set of lenses on your mindset before you get into that experience. Do you see what I'm saying? It's interesting, right? So with that being said, when somebody gives me advice, I am thankful for the advice. And then I have to stop and go, wait, I may not have the same experience that that person had. For instance, my friend who gives me tons and tons and tons of advice has sent me to a couple different businesses, that she has a phenomenal experience with. And lo and behold, I get there. I'm actually expecting to have a phenomenal experience, by the way, because she told me how good it is. I get there and I'm like, what? This is nothing like what she was talking about. And in a few cases, I've had a really rotten experience with the very same businesses that she has nothing but excellent experiences with. Go figure, see? And it's because I'm interacting differently with the people at the business than she is. Shame on me, I guess. Or maybe she's out to lunch and maybe she shouldn't be going to these businesses. I don't know. I'm not going to go on about that. Let's see what else. Yeah. Thanks, William. Good stuff. So the question is, what advice would you like to give? My dad always gave me this advice, and this is the only advice I will give you today. And I don't even know why he said it. I think he was just being funny, right? Because the advice was, don't take any wooden nickels. Every time I'd walk out the door, he'd say, hey, have a good day. Don't take any wooden nickels. I'm like, okay. What does that mean? I think that comes from way back in the day, right? Where money was wooden, or money, they could fake money as wooden nickels. I don't even know. Somebody explain that one to me. Don't take any wooden nickels. I think I'm going to have to Google that, right? That's wild. Okay, well, hey, tomorrow I will give you more information on medium.com. But if you yourself are an entrepreneur doing internet marketing and you're looking for places to put out your content, to get the ball rolling, to drive some traffic in a free way to yourself, go to medium.com. All right, I will have my name there. I will let you know how you can find my articles there tomorrow. All right. Isn't that hilarious? Like, I don't even know who I am on that site. I think it's JP Bridgeman. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All like one word, JP Bridgeman. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope this gave you a little bit of food for thought, maybe gave you an opportunity to think about maybe not opening your mouth and giving people advice, or just thinking twice before you give people advice, and how you take advice. Don't believe everything. Well, I mean, you can believe whatever happens to somebody else, but don't believe that that's how it's going to be for you. That's really important. If somebody else has a certain experience, don't assume that you too will have the exact same experience, because you are not the exact same person. You are not on this planet to have the exact same experience. There you go. Bye for now.